This is a Vinyasa flow to follow up from the yin and lunar flow last week. So we go from yin to yang, from feminine to masculine, building our energy just as the moon is building and growing full. We are illuminating what was intended from the new moon. So we're going to start out at the top of the mat. Your feet are hip width apart. Ready for more of a strength-based practice today. We're going to start out just a little shaking to wake up the body, kind of a release here from anything, any energies from your day, wherever this video finds you, just to let go. So you give an inhale through the nose, make an audible exhale out of the mouth. Just let it go and really feel that detoxification. Now we're going to do some heel drops. So as you inhale, come up on the tippy toes, and exhale, drop back onto the heels. Once again, inhale on the tiptoes, exhale, drop back. And one more time, opening up the gate of life under the soles of the feet, K27 point. So just kind of feeling that ripple effect. Now we're just inhaling, drawing our arms up overhead, gathering chi and drawing it down the front of the body. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, bring hands up, gather, and draw down the front, washing the body here. We're going to get ready for sun salutations. Our first vinyasa. So hands come together, heart center. Inhale and draw down as you exhale. Inhale, hands come up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Draw down, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to step or jump back and lower down into chaturanga, so your elbows are at a 90-degree angle. And if it's not available, you can lower all the way down to your legs and inhale, coming up into upward facing dog. Tuck the toes as you exhale and push back into down dog. Just making sure your hips are towards the ceiling, your shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Feeling balanced from your hands and your feet, holding and supporting your body. Step or jump to the top of the mat on an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, come back all the way, bringing your arms up overhead. Exhale, back to Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, hands come up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, draw forward fold all the way down your energy. Head comes down. Inhale, halfway lift, lifting up, spine is long. Exhale, step or jump back and lower all the way down to chaturanga. Inhale, you're going to push yourself up into upward facing dog. And then we're going to tuck the toes and find our exhale to push back to down dog. Feeling long in the spine. You can bend the knees a little bit if it's feeling better for you. Just here you're going to just roll the spine out all the way up into high plank. And then come back to down dog. Let's do that again. So from the lower spine, you're going to roll all the way up. The neck and head comes up last. And let's do that one more time, like a snake, just rolling all the way up to high plank. And push back into down dog. Step or jump to the top of the mat on your inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up and around overhead. And exhale, drawing down center of the body. All right, inhale again, gaze up at the thumbs, all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, lowering to Chaturanga. Strong in the arms as you inhale and push up into upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feeling a little heat in the body now. We're going to start out by raising the right leg high in the sky, three-legged dog. Pointing the toes. Open the hip to the outside of the room as you bend the knee, point the toe, keeping strength in the right arm. And exhale, draw your right knee to right elbow, high plank. Inhale, leg comes back behind. Bend and open the hip. Exhale, draw knee to center. Inhale, back, high in the sky. Open that hip one more time and bend as you exhale, drawing right knee to left elbow. Inhale, bring that leg back to three-legged dog and find your exhale on the high lunge. Bring the knee over ankle and hands come up overhead on the inhale. Strong in the back leg as you're pressing your heel back. Squaring the hips forward. Now we're going to shift, opening our arms into a T as we gaze over to the right. And if it's available to reach your right arm back, grabbing left thigh and left arm overhead. Feeling a nice side body stretch. Come back to a T. Left elbow outside right knee. Palms together at heart center and pushing open as you gaze over to the right shoulder. Feeling that balance, that strength, and that twist. You're going to draw your palms down to the top of the mat as you inhale, looking forward. And as you exhale, draw your energy all the way back over onto the left knee, bending at the samurai squat as you extend the right leg. Now draw your energy to the center. We're coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg stance. So feet are wider than hip width distance, pointing the side of the room. You're folding forward, spine is long. Palms are at the center of the mat, and you're feeling strength. You're engaging your core, you're engaging your quads. Now you're gonna come into a little bit more of a yin side as we do a malasana, like a half flowing squat. So flow from one side, bending one knee, extending the other leg. As you're breathing and drawing your energy, it's very loose, very flowing. Now you're gonna draw your energy over to the left knee in the high lunge, inhaling forward and then exhaling as you come into high plank, drawing down to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, push into down dog. Bringing that left leg high in the sky, three-legged dog. Bending the knee, opening the hip. And exhaling, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, drawing into the center. Inhale, come back. Exhale over to the right elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, come into high lunge on the left side, knee over ankle, hands come up overhead. Strengthen the legs. Long spine, pushing back on the right heel. Twisting open to the left side, arms are in a T. And if it's available, bringing that left arm back behind, grabbing right thigh and extending the right arm overhead. Back to a T. And bringing the palms together, heart center, right elbow outside left knee. Coming into that twist as you gaze over the left shoulder. Opening the chest, shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Finding your balance as you breathe. Find your inhale, coming palms down on the top of the mat, gazing forward, and then exhaling, drawing back into the samurai squat on the right side, extending the left leg. And coming into Prasarita Padottanasana once again. This time we're going to draw and clasp our hands behind our back and pulling the arms down towards the floor behind you, really feeling that chest opener, strong in the quads, maybe a little micro bend in the knee if it's too much on the legs. And we'll do that half flowing squat again here. So you're gonna bend the knee on one side and extend the leg on the other. This is just kind of more of a free-flowing movement, so it's quite spontaneous. And then eventually find yourself coming over to the right side on a high lunge. Inhale, looking forward, then drawing the leg back into high plank. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, coming into upward facing dog, and lowering, tucking the toes, pushing back into down dog. Then you're gonna step or jump to the top of the mat, half lift on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, bring the hands all the way up overhead. Exhale, Samastiti or Tadasana. We are in mountain pose. We've come full circle with the first round of beautiful Vinyasa flow, bringing a rhythm. We'll do some standing postures. So for a tree pose, either your foot is at ankle or you can bring it up into the inner thigh. This is the right foot inside left inner thigh, finding your balance here. You can bring your hands up overhead and gaze up at the palms that are together, or you can open the hands wide. Your hands can just be at heart center, whatever's available. Now you're going to extend that right leg forward, pointing the toe, hands on the hips. Strong, strong, strong as much as you can. Then you're going to do a figure four, so that right ankle comes over left knee, sitting back like as if you're into a chair. And you're going to come, if that's all you're at, that's great. If you want to try what I'm doing here, you're going to bring your hands down to the mat and go for the balance. So your leg comes on top of elbows and then you lift that leg up. This is just for fun. Give it a try. If it's not there, just stay in the figure four and feeling that kind of nice hip flexor stretch. Here I went ahead and came into eagle pose. So you're going to draw the right ankle, twisting all the way around left leg, and as if you're sitting back, and then you wrap the arms kind of like into a twist, palms together at the end. Then I just kind of twist it out of that and come into a little bit more of a flowing free dance movement that I like to do to come out. So give it a try, you know. These are all just how we get started and keep improving ourselves. Just fun with balance. So find your inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Inhale, right leg comes high in the sky, three-legged dog. Bending the knee, opening the hip. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, straighten and bend. Exhale, come over to the left elbow. Inhale, back. And exhale, high lunge, but come into warrior one. So the back left foot is at a 90-degree angle. Your hips are square to the front of the room, arms up overhead, gazing at the thumbs. Right knee over right ankle. Back leg is engaged as much as the front. Drawing your energy down on the exhale, and then we're going to come into warrior two. So the hips come square to the side of the room as you open your stance a bit wider, and the back foot points to the side of the mat. Gazing over right hand. Let's reverse that warrior. So just arching back, behind. Arm overhead, and then come back forward. You're going to bring your right elbow over right knee, extending left arm overhead, gazing over the shoulder. If you would like to, draw your hand down inside of the right foot for a deeper stretch, and if it's available to you, to bring a bind. That right arm comes underneath the leg as your left arm opens and grabs the hand behind you. So your chest is open, you're gazing over your left shoulder. Here we go. We come up into half moon. So you're going to bring your right hand outside on the corner of the top of the right mat to give yourself the balance on the right leg as you hold yourself, opening to the left side of the room. Left arm overhead. See if you can find balance there. Then you're going to bring hands top of the mat, facing front of the room. Holding yourself here if that's all, and if you can, give yourself a try coming into warrior three. So your hands can be at heart center or ahead of you. And then if you want to go even more in depth, let's do some Jivamukti squats I'm doing here. So as you extend the leg on an inhale, feeling that energy drawing in, and then exhale, bring the knee behind right leg as you squat down. And then you're going to come back, draw your energy back into warrior two, reverse your warrior. And then windmill the hands all the way back down, coming into high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha. And exhale, tuck the toes, draw back into down dog. Inhale, step or jump, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And inhale, coming all the way back up to standing, arms up overhead. As you exhale, draw back to Tadasana. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's do our tree pose on the right or left side. Right leg is still working here. We're doing a lot on the right side here, so just bring that left sole inside of right thigh. Do your variation with your arms. Just play around with what you feel in this balancing pose. Maybe a little goddess arms, whatever you feel. And then when you're ready, hands come onto the hips and try to extend that leg in front of you. Point the toe, engage the quad, feel the strength in the right leg. And if it's available, bring it into the figure four. So the left ankle comes over right knee as you sit back into like a chair. Feel that flex coming in. And if you want to give it a try, you can start with the balancing here by just putting the hands down to the mat in front of you. And then coming back up to standing into the figure four. If you want to try what I did, I see exactly, so just bring the hands back up without coming off of the balance there, and then give yourself that twist as you bring your left leg over right thigh, wrapping around the ankle behind the left leg, sitting as deep as you can into the chair, wrapping your arms around at elbows, palms come together, and you just really feel that engagement of the muscles, and just give that spin if that feels fun to do. I like doing it. Come back to standing. Hands together, heart center. Exhale, draw the energy down. Inhale, hands come up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, all the way down to Tanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga, all the way down. Find your inhale, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, toes tuck, push back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg comes high in the sky, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bending at the right knee. And exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale back, exhale center. Inhale back, bending the knee, and drawing your energy over to the right elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, bring that knee into high lunge, over left ankle, hands come overhead. We're in warrior one here, so our back right foot is pointed at that 90-degree angle. Hips are square, and then we're drawing down the energy coming into warrior two. So then we open our hips to the side of the room, we widen the stance, and we point the back foot parallel to the mat, opening the arms wide into a T and gazing over left hand. Reversing the warrior, right arm comes back onto right thigh, and left arm draws overhead. And we draw our left elbow over left knee, extending the right arm overhead. If you want to come deeper into the stretch, bring the palm down to the mat on the inside of the left foot, and then you can even try to come into the bind here. Here you can see the bind a little better without me having to explain too much. You're giving a look at the camera, at the video. And you're going to bring that left hand to the top corner of the left mat to push yourself up on to your left leg straight, and extending the right leg, opening yourself to the right side of the room so your right arm is overhead, and just trying to find that balance where you can. Don't worry if you fall, just keep trying to get back up again. It's our life lessons with yoga here. So So we bring our palms both on top of the mat, and then if you find yourself trying to come into Warrior 3 and bring the Jivamukti squat in. So you just inhale, extending the leg, exhale, bending the knee behind the left knee, inhale, extend, and draw back into Warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. And windmill the hands all the way down on your exhale. High plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or jump, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up overhead, gazing at the thumbs. And exhale, draw your hands down. Feeling the flow here, a little bit of sweat, building strength, balance. I'm going to come into the last bit of the vinyasa here for our flow. So we're going to draw energy down, inhale, hands come up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. Here we're going to step our left foot over next to the right foot as we bring our right leg over, stepping into a three-legged wheel. So your chest is open, holding yourself up with the left arm, and your right arm is free. You can bring it to your heart, feeling that chest opener. If this is not available to you, that's okay. Just come from down dog, turn into the side plank that I'm in now. And even if that's too much, you can drop down your right knee to the floor. So come into a knee on your knee on the side plank. And do the lowering that I did. Open the leg. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Maybe a little spine roll here. Lots of strength and balance we're finding within ourselves. Let's give ourselves a little break. Draw into child's pose. Take a breath. Vinyasa really is connecting the breath with the movement. So wherever you feel that connection and that flow coming through, it's not always about doing everything perfectly. It's just about feeling connected and learning and growing from there. So we're going to roll up onto all fours, maybe a little cat-cow. So inhale, arch, look forward, exhale, round, a couple times. Push ourselves back up into downward facing dog. We're going to do the other side here. So if you're finding it possible, stepping the right leg over next to the left foot, and then you open up into that three-legged wheel. It's just nice for compression of the lower back, opening of the chest. Really nice heart opener. I love this pose here. And then we just roll all the way back over to the side plank, the the left side. Stacking shoulders, feeling strong in the core. Maybe you can do a couple of those lowering, lower down, and extend that right leg up. It's possible, yes. Stepping that foot behind, opening the chest, and then rolling back over to down dog. Lowering chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. You got it. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna inhale, jump through our arms and find our seat. We're in Dandasana here as we inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, grasping the outsides of your feet. And staying here. So we want to engage our quads, our hamstrings. Feel the strength of this stretch. Extension of our spine as you inhale, coming back up. And your palms come slightly behind you. And we're going to push ourselves up into Purvottanasana. So your inner legs are squeezing, your pelvis is up towards the ceiling, head is hanging back behind you, no stress and tension there. As much as you can, pointing the toes down to the mat, and then just come back to the seat. We're going to do Navasana, boat pose. This is a core building exercise. If you can start out with your knees bent and stay there, if that's all you got, no worries. Your feet can be on the ground. You can even grab behind the knees if that's feeling best for you. And I was just kind of doing some crunches here. So I exhale, lowering down, and then I inhale, come up. Maybe a couple Russian twists. Give myself that side stretch. Building that core. Really engaging here. If you have any lower back issues, it is important to keep the knees bent. Otherwise, extending is the ideal posture. Coming back onto our backs, hug the knees, hug it out. We're just finishing up here. That was great, guys. I'm happy you've joined me. Come for the more yang-based practice. Get a little sweat in. And just see how the energies are building, as we go from dark to light. As we give ourselves time to slow down, we also find ways to build tension and strength. Oh, let's do one more posture here of the bridge. So you're going to clasp hands behind you and push up, pelvis up to the sky. And then lower back down. Let's do our reclining twists here. So grabbing right knee and bringing it over to the left side, opening the chest, gazing over right shoulder. Nice stretch for the lower back. Side. Bring that left knee into the chest, draw it over to the right side. Hold it down with your right palm and then extending the left arm up next to you as you gaze over the left shoulder. Deep inhale and exhale. Last minute moves here. decided to do reclining Baddha Konasana, so my soles of the feet are together and my legs are open. This is really good for the urinary bladder meridian, kidney meridians, the groin area. Then you're going to come into Shavasana. Let your legs come down, open arms, shoulders down and back, just wherever you find yourself, completely relaxed, letting go all that hard work you've come through with me. So I thank you for giving it a try, giving yourselves a try, meeting yourself on the mat and playing your edges, seeing if it's where your balance is, where your energy levels are, and just giving it your best. And just having fun. It's just fun to flow. So I'm going to leave you in Shavasana. Thank you for this time together, and see you next time. Namaste.